Make sure that you do that within the next couple weeks during lunch.
Okay, anyway, so we'll toss it all together now. You learned these polyatomics, you learned easier way of naming them, and now we're going to add on to it. Alright? Pretty much this is the last thing you're looking at before we quiz on Friday though. So that's a good thing. You only got to know everything that you've learned so far and plus what you learned today. Great, right? So, just for example, let's take carbonate. There's a good old carbonate. Now, in this, carbonate can be bonded with other things. It will make bond with things. So, an example of this is, let's just do, I want to do something that actually makes me more than one. Let's do, K2, CO3. It's sodium carbonate. Why is it sodium carbonate? You're going to use the rules like we used before. Yep. Cross them. In this case, we just got to name it sodium carbonate. I don't know if this will help you or not. Hopefully it will. Has anybody not been here that needs a polyatomic sheet? Why do I not have to put prefixes with this? What's the charge of sodium?
2.
Sodium. Plus 1. If I look at you and I say carbonate, what's the charge? No, that's fine. You're good. Because that's the proper way of writing English. I don't have it up there anymore. You know what these charges are. When somebody looks at me and says sodium, I know it's a plus 1. When somebody says carbonate, I know it's a negative 2. I know what these charges are. I know what they mean. I know what they're standing for. So I don't have to worry about putting prefixes here to know I have 2 sodiums and 1 carbonate. Alright? Now there are cases to where you will need multiples of that polyatomic. So sodium phosphate. I want to get the chemical formula to it. Are there any prefixes there? So it doesn't tell me the number in the name. What's the charge of sodium?
Na2.
Plus 1. Charge on phosphate.
3 negative.
Negative 3. Cross it. Na3 PO4. That's what I'm saying with that here. I don't need nothing to tell me that there's a 2 because I can figure out that there has to be a 2.
And those are numbers, like so that we can say it was 3 and you multiply the 3 by 4.
That's what we'll do next. No. Because if you multiply this 4 by 3 and you put 12 here, then you're saying PO12. But you're actually needing multiple of that phosphate.
So if it's bottom polycarbonate, it doesn't get a pressure.
Wait, so you brought that one down, did you just, are you supposed to, say if it was a 2, what would you do?
That's what I'm gonna do now. Because it's just the part where people will mess up. Okay. So. Alright, so let's do this one. Let's do calcium nitrate. Now this is where things are going to change a little. Okay? What's the charge on calcium? +2. Hopefully by now you're starting to feel you can roll these charges off. You can look at that periodic table and you can grab them. This is the point where you should be getting to that. I love your shirt, by the way. Yes, it's hilarious. Nitrate. Now this is where the thing gets interesting. The proper way to write this calcium nitrate, cross it. So there's going to be 1 calcium. And this is where it gets interesting. I need 2 nitrates. Go. Put it in parentheses, put the 2 on the outside. The only time you're ever going to put it into is whenever we're actually doing like chemical equations.
Because I've done that before, like we have to like equal out the equations on both sides and stuff, and we've dealt with that, but it's.
Dealt with those balancing equations.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, but that's when they go out here. We will get to that as the next thing.
So we could go, okay.
Because if you write this, if you wrote Ca, oh snap, I need 2 nitrates. If you wrote that, that is wrong all day. Red means stop, green means good. I had a friend from Jersey. In Jersey, they pump your gas for you. He bought a car in college. He never pumped his own gas, so he went to a gas station. And he was sitting there trying to figure out, well, which one do I use? He picked up the green handle one. Anybody in here use diesel? Typically the ones you see with the green handle. Luckily, one of our friends had walked by and seen about to make the mistake. He put diesel in his car.
I have a question.
Yep.
Who's your favorite Golden Girl?
Teachers, if any of you all have all of a sudden noticed a cordless microphone in your room, or you've seen one laying around somewhere, if you could let us know in the office, that would be absolutely amazing. Appreciate you. Cordless microphone. Thank you.
Okay.
All of a sudden.
The old lady. Just tell them this is go
So,
first.
yeah.
That's respectful.
Okay, so in this, make sure you get this. If you need multiple of polyatomic, it's going to go in parentheses. All right? Questions? How y'all feeling?
Are you good?
Sweat lid.
So I asked you to consider it like this, but I didn't see you taking consideration. If it's like bonded with the polygon, if we hire nobody's right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're never gonna put a prefix with it.
But
It's
if
never gonna be
But
like,
if it's not a polygon, and it falls in the actual, the one that we've been.
I'm good on this stuff. It's like the stuff that we learned months ago. I know I'm just gonna mess up on the quiz.
Well, with my brain, when I take something, it's like, you're gonna forget it. I got it. Well,
got this. Believe me. What are you doing?
Easy to run
Riley England, come to the office.
off. You know, when I turned around, that was not what I was expecting to see.
Okay.
At least it's like
Let's wrap it all together.
Yeah.
Big, pretty box,
you're fine.
wrapped up, cute little bow on it, and a present for you.
Yes.
Ooh, what is it?
Where we get
Can we read
video
it?
like that? I remember how to do it, but then I tried to do it, and then I didn't know how to do it. Do it when you were doing it. I figured out my own. It wasn't working.
Okay. Let's just go for this. Alright? Listen, I believe in you. Give us a shot, and I'm going to throw multiple ones at you. You have to first determine the rules you were going to use. Huh? No crying. That comes much later.
Well, that's not fair.
Alright, let's do this thing. Alright? Let's see his. Start off with a good one. Up a little. Throw you a little bit of a curveball. And give you a little hole. Yeah, man.
Do you just want
Is that
to?
you?
Nice.
That's hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, try this. I believe in you. You have this.
Hey, do you care if I do it on the board?
Yes. Let's do it.
You want to be in video?
Sure.
Go for it. I think I'm going to cry.
Yeah, I think so. Plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, do one of these, one more. Look, I said I think. I did not say that. Yeah, that's what.
Come on, children. Come on. I believe in you. So, they pass this class. They just passed my class. As long as you fill it before Friday.
Hey, I think so. I didn't know that, but my notes is walking. Wait, hold up. Yeah.
All right, come on, take a minute. We're gonna roll through these things. You should be getting a feel for them by now. Tell me, hold on.
Nitro oxide. Is that the night thing? And then what's the cord?
What you get that head on? Yo.
Is nitrogen and ammonium two separate ones?
Do what?
Is nitrogen and ammonium two separate?
Yes, there are two separate ones.
Joseph, are you kidding me? You couldn't tell that?
That's not what I was asking. Brax. To learn the situation.
Learn that situation. Man, a lot of words.
I make taste those.
So, you got it?
You got that.
Oh no, so I just need it and then Neil. That
Ammonium.
Go up for they'll help you. Alright, here we go.
Wait, yes.
I'm coming to you. Give everybody time to scream, wait, wait, wait.
Yeah, you asked us to do them, and now you want us to hurry up and finish.
Oh, so there you try.
Wait.
Sorry.
What'd you get?
In that case,
Yeah, it's in my.
we're in all case.
Do you want to have a juice or do you have
It's probably incorrect.
Oh,
I'm giving you a study one.
If you need more time, raise your hand. Okay. People are doing wonders. I'm not doing nothing yet. I'm just walking around.
Mr. Hahn, question.
Yes.
You see that ball, like the X posed up? Can you move it to like the left or the right? Can you move the pig fetus up to the edge of the desk? Is it in frame? Well, never mind now. So you can put it back if you want. Yeah. Enjoy. Thank you, Mr. Hall.
Alright, so we got these done yet?
Yes, I do.
Very nice. Alright, yo, we gotta go now. Okay? Now. Alright, here we go. Work together. See what you think. First one up there. CO3. We have carbonate. How do you feel? No. Why no?
Because it doesn't have the charge.
But it's CO3.
It has the charge.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, it is not carbonate because it does not have a charge. Trick question!
Carbon and then oxygen.
How we name it? What type of bond is it? Covalent. So we use covalent rules. So what we're going to do, what's the first part? First name of the element?
Carbon.
Carbon. Then the second one
It's probably
is what? Trioxide. It's always good to start with a trick. How y'all feel with carbon trioxide? All right, next, nitrogen. We got an N plus 1. So we got N negative 3. You said an N with a 2 at the bottom.
Yeah,
You gave us that a while back. It would be at the bottom, and then you screened out for this other. I like that.
I'm happy you remember. See, my screaming at you is beneficial.
No, it wasn't. It just stressed me out.
Hey, did you remember this?
No.
I must have
No.
done.
Yeah.
Molly just turned
understand.
around and she was like,
N with a 2 at the bottom. No charge. Why? It's a diatomic. I'm so happy you said that. I was scared you was going to say it because you yelled at us one day and told us it was.
So are all the diatomics like that?
If I say oxygen,
oh,
it's
it's always
O2.
okay.
Yeah, if I say the element's name, it exists in nature bonded to itself. That's what a diatomic is.
Two.
You know, that's a good, another trick question. The only thing better than starting off with a trick question is following up with a trick question. Now let's go to the next one.
I don't even know, like, when you're, I don't even trust these questions.
I don't either.
Ammonium. Ammonium.
I don't like the way you say that word.
Ammonium.
It's a 4.
Hydrogen. NH4 plus. No trick there, it's just straightforward. Next one. P4O10. P4O10. Yeah.
He has a track record.
Tetraphosphorus decoxide. Even though you misspelled it, I'd give it to you.
Good job, Eric.
Yes.
Have you misspelled it?
There's not a S.
He spelled tetraphosphorus.
Hey guys, I haven't had spelling extension.
How y'all feeling here? Questions?
Right.
Okay, I have a question about diatomics.
Okay.
What properties allow those to bond to themselves within nature?
That's just how you find them. That's how they find it. It's like this N2, this nitrogen. Remember, that is like the most stable bond we find.
Yeah.
That's why we use so much nitrogens within our explosives, because we'll stick them in single bonds, bonded to other things, close to another nitrogen, and those nitrogens are like, oh, I want to touch you. Come here, nitrogen. Come here. And then it's like we send them just a little things explode, and it's like the nitrogen, like, ah, yeah. It's my best buddy. Alrighty, we ready for round 2?
Yes.
Okay, let's kick it up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's kick it up.
That wasn't already good.
No.
Bless you.
I know. Alright, got another 4 up here. We got hyposulfite, iron 2-phosphate, calcium oxide, and carbon monoxide. Monoxide. There we go. Carbon monoxide.
I don't know why you said it like that.
Monoxide. Alright. I want the chemical formulas for these. You can do this. I believe in you. I just feel like we just need a journal right now. That's what I need to do. I need to rewrite that lyrics or something. Like this.
Did that music scare anybody else this morning?
Oh, buddy.
It went off and then Kayla got up to run because she thought it was like a lot.
I wouldn't even call that music. I don't know what I'd call that, but that was not music.
Alright, come on, folks, guys. Let's do this. I want to get y'all some practice in before you take this quiz. I gave you a good one, I know, but you got it. I believe in you.
They're gonna get ready to do some baby stuff.
I give you time. Knock this out fast. Do this. I believe in you, children. Do it. Once you are finished, please put your pencils down. Yeah, you do. That's right. Also, you can say hyposulfite is a polycarbonate, so you need to use your oxygen thing on
Do you give it a rock if that's what it is? I got my notes. Well, I don't want your take a big handful of brown.
I'm 16.
Yeah, hold on.
Looking for me.
Okay. Are we ready, people? Hyposulfite. SO2 2 minus. Hypo.
It has 4 sulfate.
Sulfate has 4 sulfides.
How did we go? Okay, this is why we're doing this. How do we go with this? What's the root? Sulfate. Look on your list. What's sulfate? SO4 2 negative.
How do we know the root sulfate and sulfide?
It's always 8. Look at your rules. We did them yesterday. The root is always 8. It's never 8. 8 means you took 1 oxygen away from the root. Okay? Apologize. Apparently I did not make that clear enough yesterday. I am so sorry. That's why we're doing this.
Wait a second. No, I had the 2. Don't use
Yep. Sulfate is O4. Sulfite is O3. Hyposulfite is O2. SO2 2 minus. Okay. All right. Here's a good one, just because I want to let the fun just migrate in the room for a little bit. So iron 2 phosphate. Iron 2 phosphate. So we got iron. What's the charge on the iron?
Fe2 plus.
2 plus. Then we got phosphate. What's the charge on phosphate? 4 on the bottom with the oxygen and 3 negative. Okay? What we gotta do? 3 comes over here. 2 comes over here.
Why didn't you cross the one on top of sulfate?
Because this is a polyatomic. It's this whole thing.
Oh, so you don't cross the polyatomic?
Yeah, if it's just a polyatomic, it's just straight up.
You don't cross the sulfate?
No.
Okay, that's why I was so confused. I got the subtraction part. I was just lost on the...
No. All you do there with those polyatomics is subtraction part. Alright, so over here we got iron 2 plus and phosphate, which is 3 minus. We're going to cross it. 3 comes over here for the iron, so iron 3. Then I got this 2 coming over for the phosphate. But remember, what do we have to do with the phosphate? Put it in parentheses. And then put a 2 on the outside. That is telling me that I need 2 phosphates. Alright? Questions here? Slow down for a second. So no questions with the iron 2 phosphate. Is there any more questions with the hyposulfite? My accent really came out there on the I. So I. So no questions. Okay, so let's go to the calcium oxide. What's the charge in calcium? How do you know it's positive 2? It's in the second column off the periodic table, they get positive 2. What's the charge on the oxygen? Negative 2. How do you know that? Then 16th column, so it's just straight up. Those charges already cancel out, so we're good, we're set. Alright? Good old carbon monoxide.
Hello, video. This is IJ Sims.
Is he in frame?
No.
I'll be in frame.
Ew, erase that and do it. That looks weird.
I'll keep it there.
Oh, that made it worse.
Oh, yes, that is what I'm talking about.
No wonder you were
When the
not
bell
looking
rings,
so weird.
Mr. Kennedy's third period report
Oh.
to the auditorium.
Oh my gosh, no.
So carbon monoxide. CO. How are you guys feeling?
Good.
Carbon monoxide. When you see the prefixes tell you. No, it means if I just had the element here without a prefix in front of it, but it's followed. Hey guys, shh. You have this element here, and it's just the element name, and then it's automatically followed up with something with a prefix. Then you know that this first one has to be understood to be a 1. It's kind of like in math. You put an X, you don't have to put 1X. But in this case, it's a covalent bond. So those ions, all that stuff goes out the door. This is not true anymore. Okay, that oxygen normally would, but in this case, it's sharing electrons. It's a different bond.